So the sister is going to break down the difference with black conservatism and white conservatism. Black people are very conservative. Oh, yes, we are. But let's go ahead and roll that clip.
Fam, you just hit a light bulb. So like, boom, you know what I'm saying? Black America is extremely conservative in a lot of ways. But because that conservatism is shaped different, the rhetoric for it's different, and the lived experiences that it speaks to is different, people miss Black conservatism, right? They don't even really know that it exists, to be honest. The motherfuckers be out here thinking that Black conservatives are like Candace Owens or Thomas Sowell or fucking Colin Powell, you know, or like Clarence Thomas, you know, Supreme Court Clarence Thomas. Because university Clarence Thomas, absolutely Black conservative America. You know what I'm saying? Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, not anymore. He is really not like us anymore. You know what I'm saying? But that's what people think Black conservatism is. When really, that is not Black conservative America. Black conservative America looks like Charleston White. Black conservative America looks like Dr. Umar Johnson. It looks like Tariq Nasheed. You know what I'm saying? It looks like Jay-Z and his capitalism, or Bill Cosby and his respectability politics. That is Black conservative America. And they have very specific lived experiences, and their conservatism is rooted in a very different way, right? And if only the Republican Party just stopped being anti-Black, okay? Not even stop being racist, to be honest, because a lot of them motherfuckers are xenophobes. Xenophobes, homophobes, all that shit. All right? So not even stop being racist. If the Republican Party stopped being anti-Black, we would have a very different fucking country on our hands. A very different country on our hands, right? And it would have... Y'all think these motherfuckers would be difficult to overcome? This Republican Party without anti-Blackness? Fucking forget about it, yo.
Black Americans are very conservative if you just ask them certain questions, right? Black Americans, you know, have a very, very strict way of conservatism. Now, you may, as you go a little, you know, younger, it may be, you know, a little bit more liberal, but even them will have a form of conservatism. But Black conservatism isn't based on oppression. Black conservatism isn't based on sabotage and any of that. We just talk about Black conservatism based on our way of life, our values, and things like that. When you look at white conservatism, yeah, they have their values or whatever, but it also relates to white supremacy and all of that. And Black people not own that. So when she mentioned about Candace Owens and why Black people don't like her a lot of times, is because she's spewing white conservative talking points that's mixed in with white supremacy. But there are times that Candace Owens will dip her toe into Black conservatism, and Black people as a whole will say, you know what, yeah, I can feel Candace saying. As of, let's say, the past few months, Candace Owens has been saying certain things that resonate with Black people in the area of Black conservatism. And some Black people say, you know what, man, Candace, I don't know, she's trying to turn around. What is she doing? You know what I'm saying? Because they were agreeing with Candace, right? Because she's hitting certain talking points that Black people agree with. Like, for instance, Black people don't agree with all this mass immigration into this country. Now, talking about, you know, against immigration is considered conservative talking points, right? A lot of Black people believe in being self-sufficient. A lot of Black people believe in the free market. A lot of Black people believe in entrepreneurship. How many times Black people say, you know, they want to be, a boss, right? Or a woman say, I want to be a boss chick or whatever. That means you believe in entrepreneurship. And a lot of conservatives believe in entrepreneurship. You have more people today saying they want to be an entrepreneur than work a job. Well, what do you think that's about? When you talk about the LGBT, the majority of Black people are like, yeah, okay, that's people's business, but they're not going to be leading the pride parade. Like, no different than what a white conservative would, right? So there's a lot of positions that Black people have that mirrors no different than any other white conservative, except the white supremacy, you know, oppression, racism part. We don't do that. That's not part of who we are. So, you know, Martin Luther King, he was considered a conservative. If you think about the way Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm X, all our great leaders would be considered conservative based off of their values. We've always been conservative people. The first people to vote in our FBA history was black people voted Republican. Go look it up. I'm not lying about it. I'm not promoting any parties. I'm just telling you American history. The Democrats were the one that tried to harm us and stop us from voting. But they never, people like Boulay Martin and the gang never talk about that part of American history. They never talk about that. It's crazy how much they sold out to the Democrat Party. But yeah, black people are very conservative all over the world. And you get to certain countries, like we're going to Ethiopia here in a few months. That country is very conservative. You won't even feel right even dressing a certain way in Ethiopia because they don't get down like that. The society don't get down like that. And which is good. I actually like that, like how strict they are with that because, in America, it's way too liberal and people do too much. Seriously. But, black people are very conservative. And if you